Good evening and welcome to the Paperboard Packaging Council's 2016 Carton Competition Awards Ceremony. Tonight we proudly celebrate the accomplishments of our member companies in delivering outstanding packaging solutions.
We thank our judges for their time, effort, and expertise. This year's panel includes Dick has been in the packaging field since 1955, in both the converting business and the consumer products industry. He is the author of Ideas and Innovations. Joanne has worked as a packaging scientist at Mars Chocolate for 20 years, and currently serves in supplier quality assurance. Gary has worked in both the manufacturing side of folding cartons, as well as sales and marketing. Sandra has worked in package design and branding firms in Chicago and New York. She is currently a professor at the Fashion Institute of Technology. John has served as assistant editor for Package Design magazine. Lindsay is a graduate of RIT and the winner of the PPA Student Design Challenge. She now works as a packaging engineer. Bill has worked in structural design and branding since 1986. He is currently an adjunct professor at the Rochester Institute of Technology. And introducing our special guest judge from Europe.
Hello, my name is Satkar Gidda. My background is in brand marketing, trade marketing and sales. I work for a confectionery company called Nestle in the UK and another fast-moving consumer goods manufacturing company. I subsequently joined a brand design consultancy called Siebert Head in 1989, and that is where I am today. In ECMA, I am the chairman of the judges for the Carton competition run by Carton. And we have the design competition every year, as you do here with PPC, and we also have the students' design competition as well.
And when I walked in the room, this caught my eye, and I noticed the other judges doing the same thing, going over and looking at it and picking it up. That's very important. One of the things we're trying to do is to catch the consumer's eye.
The great thing about this box is they took a fluted material and changed it to a 27-point paperboard. And so they took existing piece, they were able to cut down on the material and a decrease of 30% carbon footprint. So it wasn't just material savings, it also took care of palletizing and distribution changes. So really, it's environmentally friendly and also saved them a ton of money.
Well, the package I would like to talk about today is the disposable carrier pack. This is something that is one of these worlds where you might not have known you needed it till you figured out what you've got here, and then you're going to wonder why you didn't have it in the first place. So what happens here is when you unwrap, and I've got different size carriers, you have a platform that both gives you a rigid format to fit into the tray, as well as an insulator for hot surfaces, so you can put it on a lap, you can put it on a table, something that's going to be sensitive to the heat transfer. This helps to avoid that problem, and then you have the formation of a tray with carrying handle. This, I believe, was available in 3 sizes. It's a subtle piece as far as the competition goes because all of the goodie is packed inside, and unless you take the time to read everything here, you might have missed how really kind of cool this is. It's FSC certified, so I'm loving that I'm seeing that certification carried through in the carrier pack itself. And this to me is a great piece because it looks at an issue that's not necessarily created in the retail environment, but it's created by using the pan, by using the utensil, and then how do we help address that from the consumer end. And once you've done that, and they've done it so elegantly and so simply and so well, again, I don't know how you ever deal without this.
We thought this was a beautifully done piece as far as all the special techniques and finishing. It has a foil stamp that's been matched with the aqua color, and this has been repeated on the inside of the pack, which is a nice surprise for consumers as far as presentation of the actual product. It also includes a soft touch matte varnish, and it gives a very, very tactile quality to the paperboard. I think from a consumer perspective, seeing this on shelf is really fabulous within this new premium tequila category. And even though it is very contemporary with the way typography and some of the other finishes are used, it does bring in some of the more traditional look of liquor. It also extends to 3 other flavors within this, and the way that colors were used, I think, is very successful in doing flavor differentiation on shelf.
Wow, what a package. What a package for the holidays. Look at the graphic appeal on all sides. What a perfect package for a holiday gift. They hit a home run. And not only is the package beautiful, marketing-wise, consumers loved it. The contents on the inside were well protected, and the integration of the total package makes it a wow.
So this Jack Daniel's carton really caught my eye. The graphics simulate the look of charcoal and fire for the holiday design. So this look is achieved by vat-dyed paperboard that calls for extensive embossing that's registered to a holographic red foil.
This package took me a little bit by surprise. My career has been as a folding carton designer, but I just absolutely love this setup box. It has a very quiet elegance to it. Open or closed, it's just handsome. The detailing is excellent. I think it really sets the product off beautifully. Techniques, they're standard setup box techniques, but they're all done superbly well. I'm going to take the product out, and even down to the detailing on the insert. Everything is very well thought out. Clean edges. You know, I don't know much about perfume, but I look at this and I say that has to be a high quality product.
Wherever we are in the packaging design chain, whether we are designers, converters, brand manufacturers, ultimately what we're designing and what we're creating has to be right for the consumer. And the reason why this particular pack appealed to me is that it satisfies all the needs that we need to achieve from a consumer standpoint. Now, there are actually 2 consumers here. There is likely to be the purchaser, the primary purchaser, likely to be an adult, and the consumer is likely to be a child. So we have to ask ourselves, in both instances, does this work? And the answer is unequivocally yes, it does. What this does at the point of sale has immense standout, not just from a colour point of view, but from the point of view that there are gaps in the carton which does stimulate and stop the eye at the point of sale, and that's critical. The other point and interesting fact about this particular carton is that each of the sections can be split and it becomes a stocking filler, which is what it is. And on the top here you can see that there is a space to write who it's intended for and who it is from. So all in all, a brilliant pack, very colourful, achieves great standout and very stimulating for the consumer.
This package is a traditional package that has brought in something that's really nice for the consumer. And it revolves primarily around the handle. This handle, which protects the fingers of the consumer, folds in and you pull it up. Not only that, it has some elasticity that you haven't seen in most handles in the past. And most of all, when you pick up the package, it doesn't distort the billboard.
This is the Kung Fu Panda cereal box, and the thing that we really liked about it is it's UV coating all over, and it has the metallized foil. So when you see it, it kind of stands out from all the other cereal boxes. Eyes just pop out at you.
Hub store packaging is so important these days, especially for the wide billboard. But when you combine a consumer feature, easy opening and reclosing, that you have a package that is truly a winner.
Some trends I've seen this year are companies are really using high-end graphics to get their products noticed on shelf. So anything they can do to enhance it and stop the customer as they walk down the aisle.
I think that as far as printing execution and finishing techniques, I think the quality is superb.
No, there are specific aspects of carton design, technicalities that we are seeing that helps create more emotion. If we can create emotion in consumers, either at the point of sale or when they get the pack at home and they see something or sense something different, or there's a surprise in there for them, then those are some of the trends that we are seeing. Something that causes a, should we say, a wow factor that really involves consumers and creates an emotive effect.
Everything is about touch and feel. There's a lot of packaging out there that has the soft touch, or it's embossed or debossed, and it's about actually getting that package in your hand and then feeling what they want you to feel instead of just seeing what they want you to see.
Shape always continues to be a differentiator, whether you're dealing with an arcuate panel, whether you're dealing with a hexagonal or an octagonal box.
So sometimes it's the most mundane packages that can have the most impressive innovations.
Certainly a lot of packaging where we're using more muted color in a general sense, and then very specific spot color to really pop it on package. And it's either a color pop and or in combination with foil or a foil emulation. And the work that I've seen that's in the holographic end has been stellar.
What I was surprised to see this year was quite a few entries now using digital presses. And as we see so many new products, new product innovations, new product introductions, startup companies that only need a very small quantity of packaging, that the digital press seems to be filling that void, and excellent quality of printing. So nothing has been lost even for the smaller companies.
I think it's interesting to see a bit more digital printing for packaging, and the quality has really come up, and I think that might become a bit more apparent as people are doing more customization and need printing on demand. It was really nice to see really, really high quality print from those types of printers.
There's certainly a lot of packaging that's in the more of the Amazon sensibility, bringing in a mail order componentry. And so when you have that type of a thing where you're not dealing with the retail sale and that competition on shelf, where you want that differentiation and where you're dealing with that immediate salesman representation of the package, now you're talking about having a delight and a brand reinforcement when you open your box and you first access the package that you've only seen online. I saw a lot of those that incorporated soft touch, that incorporated other really good packaging developments that helped reinforce the brand. I thought those were wonderful pieces.
I am very proud of what the industry produces. I think we're doing a wonderful job for our customers and for the consumer and for the environment that we live in. I absolutely think that paperboard is the premier packaging medium in the world.
Congratulations to all the award winners, and our sincere thanks to everyone who participated this year.